don't know how that happened. Good, I got him. No idea how that happened. I definitely need to... I'll definitely need to get more health again. Just need to scroll down in my chat again. Hi Clement, how you doing today?
Now you can ship one anywhere just by logging on to petsovernight.com. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
Definitely lucky I got the health before going in there, otherwise I'd be dead by now.
Let's go over here to the phones and see what's plaguing Liberty City. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Wow, I got through. Laszlo, I think your last few callers are a perfect example of manners in this city. People are rude, and they don't seem to care about anything. Like $1.25, please. So I get out my checkbook.
Cool.
And the guy behind me is
No,
like,
I've been good. This is my second stream for the day. Earlier I was playing some Age of Empires, so I'm a variety streamer. I play quite a bit of different games. On Tuesdays, my two games at the moment are Age of Empires and the Grand Theft Auto series, where I've been playing them in chronological order. Thanks for the follow, Futuristic Toby. And yeah, so this is the fourth game in the chronological order. Thanks for the follow, Clement. I hope I'm saying that right. So after I finish this one, I've already played Vice City Stories, Vice City and Liberty City Stories. So this is the fourth one I'm playing. Next I'll be on to San Andreas. It has changed a little bit of how you see the story, because in Liberty City Stories you play as Tony Cipriani, where he's the quest giver in this one. In Vice City, Phil Cassidy is in Vice City as well as this and Liberty City Stories. In Vice City Stories and Vice City, your brother's, your character's brother is a mission giver or a partner in Vice City. So it sort of gives some background on how things are going. Oh, I'm at the wrong place. I meant to go to Tony's, not Cipriani.
You never heard of it? God,
South Shores.
Have you read a history book lately, son? The Australian-American War was the biggest war since the big one. I tell you, I did do 2 tours to take boomerang shrapnel in my head so I could come back here and have a bunch of hippies deny history. Those Aussies are ruthless. They even wired kangaroos with explosives. Come hopping into camp, knock out 10 guys.
Well, thanks for the history lesson. All right, let's go over here. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah?
Kinda cool that I'm the only person streaming GTA 3.
Okay, I've had enough of this shit. We're gonna finish the triads in Liberty once and for all. 8 Ball's rigged a dust cart with a bomb. It's on a timer, so if you mess up, there'll be no evidence. Go and pick up the dust cart. Careful. 8 Ball says it's real sensitive. The slightest bump could set that thing off. Their fish factory will open its gates for a dust cart, so you can drive right in. Park up between the gas canisters and get the hell out of there. I want it to rain mackerel. We're talking real biblical here. Nothing low budget.
Gotcha. Grab a dump truck and fit it with a bomb and blow up the fish place. Or is it already fitted with the bomb? I think it might already be fitted with the bomb.
Freaking nuts.
Well, Tony,
Tony, how'd you know my name was Tony? You're tracing this call? Because if you are, you're gonna get real intimately acquainted
There it
with
is.
what your brains look like. My name ain't Tony, okay?
oh,
Delivering little bundles of...
I want her to show that she cares for me. Show that she loves me. And you know, say I was a good kid, but it seems like nothing's ever good enough for her. You know what I mean?
I knew there wouldn't be too many people streaming
sir, you know, in life we
GTA
have a
3,
lot of
but I wouldn't
obligations.
have expected I was the only one to be streaming it.
And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements. We'll be back right after this.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and a tail. He gets in lots of trouble, but he's a bouncy little fella, because he's got springs for legs.
I know there's a lot of people streaming GTA 5
For
though.
the whole family.
I love you, Pogo. You
There's often
bound.
people playing GTA 5 in the top recommended
Research laboratory
streamers
With a mean old scientist genetically altered him.
along the left of the screen
Pharmaceutical scientist
in
is going
Twitch.
to get you, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a gold coin.
Good thing Pogo has a banana cannon. Those nasty scientists deserve to die. Now get the shampoo manufacturers before they squirt it in your eye.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a diamond.
You'll guide Pogo through tons of fun adventures, including saving Timmy, who fell down the well.
Here you go, Pogo.
I reckon
Have a
saving
big
Timmy
watch.
who fell down the
Rescue
well
a cat
is
out of that
a
tree with your banana cannon, Pogo.
reference to The Simpsons.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a fast
Timmy
car.
O'Toole
And help
created
Pogo
by
to his
Bart
final
Simpson.
mission, to storm the White House with his friends and become President of the United States. Pogo the Monkey is the game kids are sure to stare at for hours. Everyone loves Pogo. Idiot Gamer called Pogo the best spring and simian game since bouncing bananas. Buy the game Pogo the Monkey today. Right, Pogo? And coming soon.
I reckon I'm pushing the wrong button for running. It is a rare game, but it's also the game that got Grand Theft Auto known. Sprint, right shift. Why is it right shift? I want left shift. That's why I wasn't running.
They come with notes attached. It's like a fortune cookie with wings. Squirrels! Squirrels not so good. They taste like goldfish. Meat's real stringy. You know what I mean?
Actually, I can't say that I do. But if I did eat too much squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I'd use the Dormatron. Unlike those other exercise machines that require you to be awake, the Dormatron...
This car doesn't fit in my garage.
I can't.
Eric's shoe is too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The Optometrix, the Biocides, the Tommy stapling. I've had my mouth
So I only listen to this radio station because, pretty much because DMCA, all the other radio stations have copyright music on them.
Biorhythmic subconscious gymnastics. The Dormatron exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs, put on the Dormatron headset, then wrap
And
yourself
because
in a
I have
special
YouTube as
high-voltage
well,
electric blanket. Turn
I
it
don't
on to
want
11
anything
and
to
burn
be
those
muted.
pounds away while you have a relaxing...
Yeah, fair enough. I'll be into GTA 5 soon enough too. Yep. The whole DCMA stuff on Twitch is
I'm a
terrible
marketing
at the
manager
moment.
who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work.
Gotta
on
be
a
careful
highway
with any
hell of a
music
long,
you
so
play.
of course I needed a car
As
that
long
could
as
see
you,
well and is a quick
unless you know
time
it's
across
100%
Arctic tundra.
DCMA
It just
free,
makes me feel
copyright free,
You, my boxing
then
monstrosity.
you've got to suspect and got to be careful.
Oh, what? That's a good commercial.
I know many large streamers that delete all their VODs
taking your calls right
because
now. Hello, caller. You are on
the
air.
slight chance of getting a DCMA.
Huh? Of course it's my real name.
Are you Hungarian?
It's a pity.
No, I'm from upstate.
Are you sure that's not a fake radio name? Like
I don't need to worry about that
I
stuff
thought
just
it was
yet because I don't have a sub button,
talk all
therefore
day about my
I'm
name?
not making
No,
money
that's
from
good.
Twitch.
Love the show, Laszlo, or Mark, or John.
But for YouTube purposes, I don't want any of that still.
We should take these Colombian bastards out, but while we're at war with the triads, we ain't strong enough. The cartel has got bottomless funds from pushing that spank crap. If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we gotta use our heads, or rather one head, your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank factory as a personal favor to me, Salvatore Leone. If you do this for me, you will be a made man. Anything you want. Go and see 8-Ball. You'll need his expertise to blow up that boat.
I've only been streaming for 2 months. Like 2 months yesterday was when I first started streaming, so I haven't been streaming for that long.
We're teaching our children to go chase money. My little Sam's been playing this new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
And yeah, still learning things, still getting used to it.
Shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of
I
video
don't
games.
advertise at all that when I'm streaming or any of that, therefore
Right, but this show does.
very
I love
not really
that
getting the
button.
views,
You know,
which
it's
I'm
never a
kind of
dull moment
expecting.
on this show, especially if you're an
Still
our key
learning
demographic.
everything, so.
Love media, bringing people and the finest in
But
entertainment
my
together.
ultimate goal,
All right, hello, next
I'd
caller.
like
You're on
to get
Chatterbox.
something from Twitch
I wanna talk about
eventually,
that bank stuff. People say
just
it's
as
bad
a
for you.
bit of extra pocket money. So you've been playing for all the GTA games as well, or?
Yo, my man. Salvatore phoned ahead, but a job like this is gonna need a lot of fireworks. I'll need $100,000 to cover expenses. But you know, with me, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Come back, brother, when you have the money.
When I originally started 2 months ago, I was only streaming 1 day a
And
week.
what book have you been?
Now I stream 2 days a week, Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay, let's do this then. I can set this baby to detonate, but I still can't use a piece with these hands. Here, this rifle should help you pop some heads.
Equinox from Zaibatsu
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back.
I've
after these
played a
important
lot.
messages.
GTA 3
I
would
used to
be my
concerned
most
and
played out of
nervous
them,
about the future.
but
Sometimes
I
I'd get scared
have
before
a
important
PSP
events
which I've
such
got
as childbirth or
Liberty
family
City
funeral.
Stories and
Hey,
Vice City
sometimes
Stories
you
on
need a little
as
help
well.
navigating life's
I probably
trouble
played,
spots.
out of
That's
those
when I
two,
discovered
played
Equinox.
Liberty City
After
Stories
the
more,
divorce and losing little Tommy,
but I have
life was getting
100%
me
of
down.
all
I
the
couldn't
GTA
focus on
games.
anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been employee of the
And
month 3 times in a row.
I've played
I used to fall
Vice
unconscious
City
for
a few
hours at a
times,
time. Now with Equinox, I
but
never need to sleep.
it
Equinox
wasn't
is
my
new
favourite.
from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals.
And
Ask your doctor about Equinox
GTA
today.
4 I might have played twice, and GTA 5 I've played once. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Equinox, softening life's harsh realities.
Tonight, the TV event that will make history, Liberty
This is
City
where I need to
Survivor.
go.
This takes reality TV to a whole new
So
level.
yeah, I've been a
We'll
fan
take
of
20
them all
recently
for
called
many
guys,
years.
equip them with grenade launchers and flamethrowers, and let them hunt each other down. It's
Get a good vantage point, then I'll head in when you fire the first shot.
I was grabbing a sandwich at the Happy Blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing.
This is,
Tune in
no,
nightly
it's
or
not
watch
too
the
tough if you know
24-hour
exactly
live
how to
webcast
do it.
Liberty City
I pretty much pass it
Survivor.
every time.
Natural selection has come home. Sponsored by Ammunition.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us.
I'm that much of a fan of these games that I've even, like, going back ages ago, I found a mod called Real GTA 3, which improves the weapons, improves the cars, gives the cars real power. What? Why is this happening today? Not sure what's happening there. There we go. Missed him. Missed him. There we go.
All cars vicinity Portland Harbor. Investigate reports of gunfire and explosions. This is 10 in central Portland Harbor.
And that's all of them. I've even tried to download a mod that brings the beta version or beta version of GTA 3 so you can play it. But you can't get any further. You can't get to the second island because back then there was nothing released about the second and third islands in the beta version. So they don't know what they look like, so they never put them in the beta version that they released, that a fan made. There we go. 150,000.
You hurt nobody. And countries that don't have guns ain't American.
You know, that's a really good point. The countries that don't have guns aren't American. You know, if more people had guns, we'd have less shootings in this country. All right, we're going over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star
That
State?
link will show you, well, of course, my YouTube channel. I've got all the games that I've played so far on there.
Taxes on the money you win from that stuff? Buy your own lottery ticket. Oh, hey.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello.
I have got a bit of Heroes of Might and Magic 1 on there as well, which at the time of playing that one, my internet was absolutely terrible, so the quality back then is not that good. Since then I've upgraded my internet, so I stopped playing that one and haven't finished that game yet, but I will be going back to it. Yeah, I played that one yesterday. It's a very interesting game. There's no fighting in it. It's recommended, well, I was told it's recommended to play with controller, but first time I played it I used...
To a child's
thanks for that.
development.
First time I played it I used mouse and keyboard. Well, you don't really use the mouse, but I used the keyboard. You use both the...
How old is your son? How old is your son?
ESD, well, WASD for controlling the older brother, and the up, left, right, down buttons to control the younger brother.
I was listening to that caller about taxes.
And you have one activation button for both of them to interact with the world, and that's all the controls there are.
Sine and cosine are two of the most elegant and incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean, the Cartesian coordinate system has elemental
Okay,
power.
so yeah, I've got a controller that's got the
Hey, thanks for calling.
Xbox buttons but PlayStation shape, which is what I played the Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons on yesterday. On that controller, the left analog stick controls the older brother, the right analog stick controls the younger brother.
Cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
The game is essentially, I don't want to give too much away, but I suppose it's okay
My
at the
son's
start of your
video
brother
games.
at the
Thanks
start
to
of the
Alpha
game,
tomorrow, I can play
your
wireless head-to-head
or the
3D
brother's
virtual
dad
reality poker,
gets injured,
literally anywhere.
and they go on an
If it's a
adventure
flash
to
in the pan
find a cure.
technology of absolutely no use to anyone,
That's
you
all
can
I'm going to
find
say
at
about it. I
House
don't
of
want to spoil
Tomorrow.
it for you.
Remember, only technology makes life worth living. House of Tomorrow. We'll upgrade your system, then you can upgrade
But
your
it's definitely
life.
got interesting
And now it is my
controls.
great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez, who
It's
says
absolutely
here is the
nothing
founder
like
of
this one, though.
Fernando's New Beginnings, a revolutionary new
Damn it.
way of saving your marriage.
Nope, rolled it.
For my people, marriage.
Yeah, it took me, first time I played it, it took me 3.5 hours. Yesterday it took me 3 hours 10 to complete it. It's only a very short game.
I think so.
For my people, it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable. Like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts. Be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers on the babies. And she must also be a whore. A vixen in the bedroom, imaginative.
Listen, Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the Mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here, too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. Look, this is a friend of mine, okay? She's an old friend. It's so good. She's someone we can trust.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
Yeah, very short game. But that doesn't take away it being being a good game. I was surprised to see this in the wiki for it, but I read at the bottom of the wiki page that it was up against GTA 5 and beat GTA 5 to be the best game on Xbox in 2013.
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk. Why don't you go cruise around?
You'll need a place to lie low. There's a warehouse at the edge of Belleville that should suit your needs. Come back here to my condo when you're ready, and you and me can have a little chat.
Up to the second island.
News just in from the traffic desk. Repairs to the Callahan Bridge have been completed. Since the explosion, engineers have been working around the clock to get traffic flowing between Portland and Staunton Island once again.
It takes her out for a drink. One thing.
This GTA is not long. The other GTAs are all longer than this one, but I have finished this one myself in, I think I finished it in 6 hours. I may have finished it quicker, I'm not too sure.
Pretty assisting.
All the rest that I've played so far have taken longer.
And listen very closely.
And of course GTA 5, 4 and 5 are the longest
by now you
ones.
are no angel. I can save you. For when the man he sees wife all fat, all early, with the dirty diapers and the dirty panties and the scrubby brush and who knows what else. He's not thinking marriage bank. He's thinking about
Yeah.
what you're thinking about your pretty assistant.
It was something like that for me as well, because I remember, this is going back years ago, but I do remember playing GTA 3 and GTA Vice City both in one day and completing them both.
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards on the table. I am Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family. I can give you work with our organization, but first you must prove to me that your ties with the Mafia are truly broken. Salvatore Leone will be leaving Luigi's in about 3 hours' time. Make sure he doesn't reach his club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
There's not much I remember about San Andreas. I just remember it is quite a long game
A man is a good father. I love
to
his
get
husband.
right around the whole map in the main story and all that.
On the spare half day,
But I do remember finishing GTA 3 and Vice City in one day.
I give him passion.
What, with you? That kind of sounds
I
like a
also
limited
remember
market.
this mission being hard, being annoying.
But no, not with me. Passion for life, passion for love, passion for women. Wish he can take home.
At least I've got the sniper rifle.
What, so you act like a pimp?
I think I remember doing this one and how to do it.
In a control environment, I reintroduce the man to a pleasure he has lost.
Serves me right for looking at chat.
And truly, the results are remarkable. With my unique counseling,
Well, I landed on my wheels.
marriages have been saved, and 1 million more could be saved every day.
That works.
And do the wives know about this?
Yeah, I've never timed how long it's taken me to finish San Andreas. But it's the only GTA game I've got on CD or DVD.
Guidance made easy. Ring us now. Hey, we have a caller on line 1. Caller, you are on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hey, Fernando. My name's Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller. And I just wanted to say, hey, Laszlo, you're a real
I've also
tough
got it on
Fernando
Steam.
back there. I'll tell you one thing. He's a miracle worker. He saved my marriage. And
No, I've got GTA 4 on DVD set as well.
Mother of God!
He has no N anymore. And his map.
Isn't this, guys? Just one more trick. Hey, wanna party? I'm gonna get you. Just a bit. Watch the coat, trick. Oh my lord!
Just wait here till he leaves.
Oh, you look like my daughter. I gotta go on vacation.
There we go. A fight right in front of me.
Not mine.
One well-aimed shot and he's dead. If you don't do this with a sniper rifle, it gets quite hard. There we go. Yeah, I've never timed how long it's taken me to finish any of the other GTA games other than Vice City and GTA 3.
And in the stream case, maybe she come to work for me. And she get a new beginning herself.
This is actually my first time going to be completing the game through GTA 3, completing it on Steam. So this is the Steam version of GTA 3.
Don't try to pimp out my listeners.
That is a very early word. A travesty. I work miracles, senor. Not pimping. I say, I give the passion back. And you better wash yourself, buddy.